All through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Lucky.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Grant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Grant. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 21.
Throwing now is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Drop deep. Kill. Hey. High 7. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Play action. Breeze. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, easy. 24 is the mic. Watch the out. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. That's complete. It's Bell.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. On first down, it's Grant, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Grant, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. You kill!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Saints' 40-yard line.
Yellow lady. Defense wins championships, baby. Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, 4 down. Kill. 24 is the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Third and short yardage. Mariota going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Saints 14, Raiders nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
You ready? Watch the run, watch the run.
From midfield, here's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, orbit. Here we go. I'm trying to collect. 47 miles.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let him know. Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Me and you, 12 teams fail. I'm coming after you. I'm Switch it. Come on, switch it. One. Tens the mic.
They'll run on first down. Grant. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Watch the twist. One. Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo. All day, just like that. 44.
On first down, it's Grant. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At that 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 8 yards out, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. It's an 89-yard kick return as his guys are back within a single score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He
sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Bell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
13.
Now Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, 87 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. You ready?
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
36, 36.
Breeze now on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll run on first down. Grant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Slam. Check the backer, check the backer.
And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up the 3rd down.
One. 3. 1. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Here's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Bell. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
4 down. Check. 24 is the...
Hey, Charlie.
Day. I'm here all day. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's looking deep for Bell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On third down, it's Grant, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Corey Littleton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing is Mariota. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken near the 13. Oh, the spin. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Grant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Corey Grant with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll go again with Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, ready, tight.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's it. Big hit.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bell, twisting away. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
50 seconds to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
20 seconds.
Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. This is Bell. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Check, 47.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.